Morning.
Morning.
It's early.
Doing our
Cold.
10k walk. We're getting in the car to go and do the 10k walk.
This is our starting point for today's walk. You all ready, Dan?
Ready? Watch is on. Watch is on.
Why do I lose all my control? I keep on letting my bad habits make us both come crashing to the floor. Something to save us, close but we're strangers. Feel like we're far apart. I'm stripping down the middle. I'm stripping down the middle.
We made it!
We just got there. 10 on the dot.
10 kilometres.
I reckon we've probably done that about 5 or 6 times now. It's not getting any easier. Still pretty hard.
What's going on, Dan?
The electricity's out. I don't know what's going on. It happened a couple of days ago with Erika and she just flipped the switch and it was fine. I can't flip the switch back on now. It just keeps dropping down to off. So that's something we weren't planning on having to deal with today. So
Your breakfast is ready?
awesome. I'm starving as well, so I probably need to eat breakfast first.
So we've got eggs, some bacon, mushrooms, pickled onion that we're obsessed with at the moment. How's it look?
It looks delicious and I am pretty hungry after that massive walk.
Look at this.
Unbelievable.
She's purring a lot.
So the plan for today, we actually are doing something quite exciting. Something we haven't done.
We're not doing it today, are we? What are we doing today?
Packing.
Oh,
So we haven't been away since we went to Mudgee in the middle of February, and if you have watched us before, you will know we love to travel, and we've been locked up in our house for
3 months.
3 months.
We haven't gone anywhere. We even forgot that we would need someone to look after the cats while we're away. That's how long it's been.
So today we need to kind of get ourselves organised for that. We're going away with Erika's family. So we want to kind of get some food and stuff organised for that, pack for that. That's what you're going to see us do today, something you haven't seen us do for a really long time.
And we need to update you on Dan's herb garden, which is flourishing.
It is. If you live in Newcastle and you need some herbs, hit me up because we can't eat all them all. We just had our friends come over and they're going to help us out with feeding the cats, and they're going to take some, they wanted dill, which is surprising, and your mum wants dill as well.
Okay.
Because we haven't really used the dill yet. We've used the coriander and we've used the basil.
And the parsley.
Oh, and the parsley, yeah. And the chives. So we've used most of them, but we haven't used the oregano and we haven't used the dill. And the thyme didn't take off. So I have bought a new thyme plant that's got a lot of kind of growth on it. So it will be a lot better. I've got to do the sea salt. What other jobs?
Well, the power's back on. Good to know.
Thank God.
Seems to be
I
some
think it's the washing
issue
machine
with our washing machine.
that we'll ignore for a while until we decide we have to replace it.
Yeah. Making lasagna, guys. We're going to take this away because my mum's bringing a traditional lasagna for everyone to have Friday night. So Dan and I are going to bring this one, which is using these hearts of palm lasagna sheets. So it's just, they're pretty awesome. I was pretty impressed with them. I've made it before. We got these from Low Carb Emporium, but they don't need to be like pre-cooked or anything. You just layer them up in the lasagna dish. And the good thing about them is as well, like they're very easy to, like, if you need to, you know, change the size or anything, they easily shred, and they're just 100% hearts of palm. So a good low carb lasagna sheet alternative.
And they don't have a lot of flavour,
No.
so that was what was nice.
Yeah, but they definitely gave you that pasta kind of texture in the baked dish, didn't they? So this recipe is going to be coming up on the website soon. It's just a really easy lasagna recipe using like pasta sauce.
So we've just started pulling out some of the stuff for us to take away with us. I'll show you what we've got out so far. So one of the things we've been really focusing on is pulling away from the Pepsi Max, and this we bought at the supermarket. They're cans of sparkling mineral water. The bubbles really help with that urge of having the Pepsi Max. So, and we've also really excited because I think there's a bath. So we are going to have a bath. We have been using this stuff for a foot soak, which has been really, really nice, especially after our walk. But a full bath is going to be really enjoyable. Erika also went to the shops. I will have a look at what we've got in there. So, we haven't tried this yet. It's the Alpine bread that you buy from Coles. It is for 2 slices, the carbs are 7. So one of the tips that we usually like to do when going away with family and other people is take some low carb bread with us. Now we know it's not the best ingredients and things like that, but we know our family are going to be cooking toast and eating bread, and this helps us avoid going down eating the carb heavy bread, and we get to have a little fix of toast as well. Also, the other thing that happens when we go away with family is there's lots of sitting around, playing games, snacking and things like that. So another big tip is to take some keto friendly snacks, and we've got some of these Pix peanuts, salt and pepper. They've got lots of different flavors, but these are delicious, and of course some chocolate. So we have recently, this is new and I think it's only in Coles, Whittaker's are competing with Lindt, and I actually prefer the Whittaker's. So they've got an 86% and they've got a 92%. We haven't tried the 92% yet, but really, really delicious. The Lindt ones are nice, but I think I'm preferring the Whittaker's at the moment.
Hello, Jemmy Jam. Looking out the window. No. What are you up to, Dan?
I have just been working on our Patreon page that is now live.
Is it? Did you launch it?
Yeah, it's launched.
Oh, okay.
The reason we set it up is we did the vlog a couple of weeks ago where Erika mentioned that she'd lost her job and that we're trying to make Have Butter Will Travel be her new income. And a couple of people asked if we had Patreon, and we'd kind of thought about it a couple of times, but we never got around to setting it up. So we have now set it up, and there's going to be 2 levels, $3 a month and $9 a month. I'll pop a link in the description below so that you can check it out. If you want to support us, that's a really great way to support us because it's just a small monthly payment, and it will help keep us creating the videos and recipes that you all love.
Shall we check out the garden?
Oh yeah, I've got to put my shoes back on. I'm not a big fan of the shoe seat because I've got to take my shoes off.
Hey, Scotty. Hello. What are you doing?
Right, look at this. I think the coriander has kind of gone to seed. So see how it's like...
Oh, I thought that was the dill.
No, this is the dill. But
Do
see
you just
how
take the top parts off?
I would say probably. And the parsley is looking really, really healthy. The dill is great. The chives are doing okay as well. Probably need to take some off, and they seem to grow back. The basil's on its last legs still, but look at the oregano. The oregano is great. But what didn't take is the thyme. So I've got a much bigger plant. What went in there was tiny and it never kind of got off the ground. Although it's got a little it's got a couple of little leaves on it. Just tomato plants spring up everywhere.
We forgot to tell you as well, you know how Dan did the seedlings in the little egg cartons that we were so excited about? Well, like the 1 or 2 days we had tiny little green things pop up, and then our mower men came to mow our lawn and they've just like trod on it
and flipped it up.
And Dan was like putting it in the shed at night and then bringing it out in the sun, like looking after it so meticulously, and then it just got trod, like completely knocked over and squashed. So yeah. Meanwhile, how good does the lasagna look? Yum. So I have been making broth in the Instant Pot with chicken necks and bones and stuff pretty much every week since we got it, and it's, look, I've never been able to get it so like gelatinous when I've made it in the slow cooker before. I'm pretty excited about that. But we've been having some every
oh my god.
We've been having some every kind of evening before dinner. Just like not a massive amount, just like a small kind of cup each.
Do that again.
Just like about that much. Like not, you know, these are giant size mugs.
Yeah.
I've just said to Dan, I honestly cannot be bothered cooking dinner tonight, so we're doing the kind of easy cop out, get a barbecue chicken from Coles. How are you going with the packing, Dan?
Just got a few things out. We don't even really know what to take.
No.
Because we haven't done a trip like this for a long time.
Also, I don't think we'll be going out to eat or anything, right?
No, I hope not, because I'm not taking jeans. I'm just taking tracksuit pants.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking like regular clothes, and then we're taking some board games because it's great to play board games with Erika's niece and nephew, and everyone enjoys it. So we're taking Phase 10, and this is a board game that we got given from our German friend. It's really fun and the kids like playing it, so we'll take that as well. And I think Erika's mum is taking a bunch of different games.
Yeah, she is.
More kind of regular.
Yeah,
Abby likes Cluedo and all of that. We're taking our warm fluffy robes because I think it's going to be really cold. Our toiletry bag, which Erika has been...
I know, I've been
what's
pilfering.
the word? Pilfering, that's what I was looking for. Stuff while we were in lockdown that we didn't have, and now we've got to know if there's stuff to get in it.
because normally I just have the toiletry bag ready to go, like with all of our toiletries in it, so we don't need to pack and unpack it all the time. We just grab it and go. But now I've got to go through and check what I've taken out of it.
And probably the only other thing of importance is my Switch with the extra couple of controllers and the thing to connect it to the TV so we can all play on the TV. But then there's all the bits and pieces. I'm sure it'll end up being a fair bit of stuff.
Yep.
That's what happens when you drive too, because you can just load stuff into the car.
But it's almost like if you're going for 3 nights or like 2 weeks, it's a similar amount.
It doesn't matter. Especially when you're like mainly going to stay in the house. And we're not sure, like I don't think there's a grocery store like really nearby. So we're just taking, you know, eggs and bacon and stuff so that we've got plenty of stuff with us. I'm sure we'll end up at the supermarket, but
also we've been kind of adding to our little bag of stuff that we're taking here. So I've just put like a selection of tea bags and some of our Ultima electrolytes in here. Dan drinks a lot of tea. So
Scout's very interested as to what's going on, aren't you, Scouty?
And then I think there's like a coffee pod machine, so I'm going to take some of my own pods. And then I've just got some of these that I bought like when we were going like into you know, we didn't know what was going to be available. I bought a bit of cream to have in the cupboard in case we couldn't get regular cream. So I thought I'll try that for my coffee. Anyway, yeah, I think we're getting organised. we just end up with stuff everywhere, but I know it'll all
always
come
comes
together at
together.
some point. Dan's got to leave very early in the morning to go to work, so we need to pack up the car then. We hope you've enjoyed spending the day with us. We'd really appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up, comment below, and we'll see you next time.
And remember to check out our Patreon.
See you guys.